Howdy y'all, TheJTJ here with Inkscape tutorial number 29, Export. Okay, so once you create an image and you save it, it saves as an SVG file. That's good because you can always open that back up in Inkscape or another software that allows you to edit that type of file. However, if you want to save something for the web or something to put into GIMP or Photoshop, you'll need to convert it to a PNG. So the way to export that is you can go to File, Export PNG Image, or Shift-Control-E. It'll bring up this dialog. So the top are the different selections that are sort of preset, and generally speaking, you would always want to try to use these first before you went to custom and did your own settings, because they're pretty handy. So the page basically exports the page as we see here and everything on it. It will not export and save anything that's not on it, and that's why it's important to set up your document and your page to the correct size. And if you're going to print this, if this is going to be something you print, it would be 8.5 by 11. So that's why you set that up, one of the first things you do when you start working on a project. So as we can see here, it puts in the height and the width, and this is in millimeters. You can always change that. Let's go down to inches. So 8.26 by the height right there. Now if you wanted to do drawing, you can select this. Drawing is going to get any object that you have. So if I Control D and do that, and I come back to drawing, notice that the size of everything changes, because now it's going to export sort of this area here with both of those images in it. Let's go ahead and make this bigger. Go back to drawing, and once again it went bigger. Selection is if you just want to export a single object as a PNG. So if you did selection, now we are just exporting this. So if I go to that in selection, notice that it changes the X and Y, and the width and height of that export is going to change. And of course, custom allows you to change to anything specifically that you want if none of these three settings work for you. But just keep in mind, the majority of the time you're probably going to export a page. The image size and width can also be adjusted right here. And this is your next setting. So this is important because a lot of times people will forget the two-part process here. Well, it's a three-part process. You have to select the export area, then you will export as. So if you click this, it'll bring up a file browser, and it will allow you to select where you want to put it. I'm going to put this in a folder, and I'm going to name it number 12. Notice that if you use the save file type, it's going to come up as PNG. Once I hit save, it will show you the file name's address right here and where it's going. And then all you have to do to export the page is click the button. You can also click this as close when complete, so that'll go ahead and shut down the software. And then this would be hide all except selected. So we've got all our settings that look like it's good. We'll hit export. A green bar ran across very quickly. That's basically while it processes. If this was a very complex, this bar might take a little while to run across while it's saving as a PNG. And there you have it. That's how you export a PNG file in Inkscape. Please join us for Inkscape tutorial number 30, Preferences. Thanks for watching.